Hey y'all, did you miss me? Did you think I wasn't gonna show up? I was beginning to think I wasn't gonna show up. Uh, Thank y'all for clicking on this video, and we've got so many new family members. A big shout out to each and every one of y'all. You do not realize how important this is to me, how much it means to me. And so, thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Not gonna do no long introduction. We are officially starting Spooktober, and I am purposely sitting over here because, well, before I tell you what I got, let me just say this real quick. We've had family visiting, and I haven't had time to finish my background for my Halloween videos. And I didn't, you know, I want it all to be put together and ready so y'all can just see the entire thing once it's finished. I didn't want y'all to see like a little bit and no spoilers. Let's just say that. But as you can see, I've got a rotisserie chicken, and I fixed me a salad down here, because, like, I really had to throw this together as far as setup wise. Like, y'all never see me in my chair. I'm actually in my chair with, like the TV dinner tray things. And like I couldn't fit it all, and the camera pick everything up. Like, I tried so many different ways, and it's so late, and I've been promising y'all video, but it seems like just one thing after the other and another just kept happening. And like last night, I couldn't get the video to upload, so I finally figured it out, but I ended up just getting rid of that completely. And so I've got some Arby's curly fries with the I know my light situation is kind of messed up too, but with the cheese, nacho cheese, like, on it. I was gonna do like the fully loaded that they have, which is the cheese and ranch with bacon, but like I said, this was a rush meal, and everything, and so I've got it down here. I'm probably going to put the salad down here too, because y'all can't see all its yumminess, but y'all will see me eating it. And plus the chicken, y'all know I'm a meat and taters kind of girl, but definitely meat. So that's the start of the show. Anyway, and this is actually one of the small ones that, they have, and I literally couldn't fit the chicken and two other little things in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower this down here. I've got another tray in my lap. And where is okay. And so I thought it would be kind of fun, and it would be a win-win situation if I done and I'm sure somebody's done it in the past. I'm sure I'm not the first one to ever have done it, but like, I thought it'd be fun to do a reverse Q&A, where I ask y'all questions and then y'all answer them, because a lot of the questions are things that I'm just really struggling with, um, and y'all might know like how I can do it, how to fix it, whatever it is, and y'all's opinions on things. It's just stuff that um, I have a lot of issues with, and trying to make my channel, from the layout of my page to all the content that I put out as well, you know, just to get any advice or tips y'all have, and just things like that, and y'all know I usually do like shout outs at the end for new subscribers, and since this was last minute, because I was gonna do the of course start off spooktober, you know 2 days ago, um but then like I said, things didn't go as planned, uh and I thought that this would be like a good way of just y'all kind of getting to know me a little bit more, and me being able to give y'all the details um, about my channel, and reasons for why I do certain things or why I don't do certain things, and stuff like that, because I don't have a community tab, Um, and uh, it's after midnight, or well, it's gonna be way after midnight by the time I get done. I haven't eaten all day, and I'm very hungry, but yeah, I thought that would, and since we do have so many new subscribers, shout out to, once again, to Eat Spicy with Tea. I know a few of y'all came over from her, uh, sharing my video, and and I'm forever in her debt for that. Like, when I saw that, like, I'm not one to express like physical, like actual tears, no matter what the emotion is. Like, even when I'm hurting and I'm in the hospital, like, I have a hard time even letting my doctors know things like that. So imagine me crying because of her doing something, and this is the second time she's done it. And now my goal had been, and I told a lot of y'all that for the weekend in starting Spooktober, because I think I was only at 60 subscribers, and for the weekend I wanted to reach 100. Well, now, just in 2 days, we're up to 80 something. And so, I did want to acknowledge y'all. That's something, if you haven't been here before, that I like to do, to show that I see y'all, I appreciate y'all, each and every one of y'all. I love to communicate with y'all, not just as a content creator and subscriber relationship, but I like to build actual friendships and get to know y'all and have a relationship with y'all. each as an individual person. And, you know, and even channels that I'm subscribed to, I do the same with. I've built up a lot of friendships along, you know, ever since I started watching YouTube. Um, so that's just something really important to me, because I've seen channels that are smaller where they start out doing that, but then as they grow, like, they just start hearting comments. And, like, in my personal experience, like, I've had questions about, something in their video, and a lot of times I've often asked the same question, because all it ever gets is a heart, so you know that the comment's not being read, or else they would, be offer up, because you see them answering or replying to other comments, and you know that they're seeing your comment and they're hearting it. So, you know, but y'all get it. So let me get a bite, y'all. How my lips are so chapped. Ow. But after I get a few bites in, we'll start the Q&A. Are y'all salad fans or no? I have a thing, like, usually if I'm hungry and it takes so long from the time I get hungry till the time I eat, where, like, I won't be hungry anymore. I don't know if anybody else is like that. I mean, I'm sure they are, but not that I know of. But yeah, I have that problem a lot, to where it's like, earlier I was starving, my stomach be touching my backbone. And then by the time I do get to eat, because I usually eat around 7, and this is one of the things that I wanted to let y'all know too, of why it's always so late when I record, because I have no privacy and I'm constantly being interrupted, and so I kind of have to wait for the entire household to settle down, go to bed, and all that. And so you can imagine, by this time, like, I just want to eat and go to bed myself. Especially this month, as most of y'all know, I had let y'all know that I had finished up a bunch of tests and all my appointments for the month of September. And so, just for, like, other than just my regular appointments, like, I don't have anything unless something comes up. And so, I was ready to get back into that, because when I first started, like, I was making videos every day or every other day, and then I had a flare up, and that just caused, it's like a domino effect. And so a lot's been going on, and I wasn't able to record the way I wanted to. And, well, I mean, I could have, but I wouldn't have been given the content that I wanted to give. and I was just, exhausted in every way a person can be exhausted. It really took a toll on me. And yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'm ready. And then last minute, you know, uh, family members from my grandpa's side of the family decided out of the blue, with a day's notice that, they were going to come up and visit. And so, anyway, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. I'm fixing to turn this chicken. It's just like the item you look forward most to eating, you hold off eating just because you're so hungry that you eat the thing that's just easiest to get to first. I'm sorry. That was it. And I literally keep everything warm after I fix it, so that I don't have, especially if it's fries or something like that, so I don't have to eat it cold. I don't mind eating room temp food, uh, except for fries. I and this is just one of them KFC bowls and has a lid, and even by the time it got me to fix all this, and this is a rushed, crappy setup, everything really got cold. So okay, let me grab my questions. I did write them down. Y'all know how forgetful I am, and it's late, so I'm tired too. I got a hair tickling me. But oh yeah, because that's what I was saying. These questions I'm gonna ask, is because I literally want to know y'all's thoughts on them and stuff like that, and I want y'all as viewers to, you know, just to be a part of it. I want y'all to be a part of this process because, I'm growing because of y'all. And yes, I know what I want my channel to be about. We all know the ultimate goal anyway. But I do want to know, certain things from y'all's perspective. Um, so, I'm wondering, because we know I can't do 30 days of Halloween. That would be, too much for me. Oh, I got some tater wedges, too. Sorry. Lost my napkins. How'd I do that? Oh, blind. yeah, and so I was thinking maybe the 13 days of Halloween. Um, but again, that's still 13 days straight. And we know that I can't always eat sometimes. At least not like meals and stuff. And so I figured that maybe do my Halloween series like oh, that was pointless. You can't even see it. Oh, actually, let's see. Sorry. Oh well, y'all know what it is. But so I thought like Friday and Saturday, doing it on those days, have like a Freaky Friday or a Fright Night Friday or and then Spooky Saturday, something something like that. And here I've got my homemade um, chicken finger, fry sauce, what you call it. Um, so yeah, I figured that would be easier. And instead of putting myself back and burning myself out how I did in the beginning, I think I'm gonna do 2 videos a week, um, like during the week, and then on the weekend do that, the Halloween thing. Um, and I was wondering, if that works for y'all, if that's a good time. If not, then, y'all can let me know the best time for y'all is. And also just videos in general and recording and uploading in general. Like, what's the best days and times for y'all? Keep in mind that, it's gotta at least be, at the earliest 8 o'clock p.m. And, oh, also, I've been wondering, like, what to call our Halloween series. You know, since my last name's Rao, I thought about, like, and then my initials are MK, obviously, so I thought about McRalloween, or is that stupid? Is that corny? I don't know. What y'all think? Um, I don't know. Y'all let me know on that one. Okay. And these questions, they're not in any kind of order because I would just write them down as I thought of them. Um, so if it seems like I'm bouncing around, I kind of am because that's how I went about it. Set these fries over here because that ain't got. Now this is gonna be like some tech questions, okay? Because I have struggled with anything that has to do with like technology. I have never been good at. I mean, even when it comes to something like when I would get a new phone, like a newer version, um, and as y'all know, I got an iPhone that I bought from my sister-in-law to do videos because I didn't know you could do it on Android. And I absolutely hate this phone. Like, no shade to, the iPhone lovers out there, but, like, I just can't figure it out. Like, but my sister-in-law, she's supposed to come over tomorrow and help me with the things that I don't understand about the phone. And so, but, like, okay, before I ask the questions, I'm gonna say this right quick. I have the, like, I've always been more of, like, a hands-on kind of learner. I learn easier by doing, or if I read something, and especially if I read and then write it, then, I'll remember. But, I have watched so many videos, so many tutorials on everything that I'm about to ask y'all and more. Did I tell y'all it was lemon pepper? Well, it was traditional, and then I made it lemon pepper. But, like, one thing, and it's something that's so easy that I'm having a really hard time with, is making a banner to go on my page, put on my channel. Like, I have tried so many different ways, and I cannot for the life of me get it. And, and that hurts my channel because, people see that and they're like, you know, is this an actual real channel or just somebody that's doing it for fun or, a hobby or whatever, and I know that things like this hurt my channel, our channel. Oh my gosh, I'm already 28 minutes in. I feel like I haven't gotten anywhere talking or eating. But, so, bone? So, yes, if you know the answer to this or you know somebody that knows, please help your girl out, and let me know. And I've watched, or people that I watch, like, I've asked them, and, they can only help me so much, you know, because they'll explain it to me the best way they know how, but, I still won't really understand it, and, things like that, and instead of me repetitively saying, if y'all know or know someone else that knows to let me know, I'm just gonna, leave that as is, for the following questions. Just the same thing that I would say like I just did. Okay. Also, other than the banner, how do I add like links? Like for instance, I've talked about other channels um, that I've given shout outs to and stuff like that, um, and just like any other YouTuber, like, they put the links in there, and I want to do that as well. Whether it be somebody that I got an idea from, or, they've helped me in some form or way, and I'm giving them a shout out for doing something they didn't have to do. So, like, how do I leave links, like, for other channels or for products or whatever the case may be? And I know this one's on there. I don't know if it's the next one, but I use iMovie to edit, and like, I'm having trouble, like, I'm struggling to use that, like, especially like pop-up text. Like, I can do it, but it'll either wherever I put it, it'll stay from that point throughout the entirety of the video, and then when I try to fix it, it'll just delete it completely. The pop-up text, not the video, which I have had the video deleted too. And I've made a couple videos just to like practice editing on that, like, I never intended to publish, but I'm still having the same problem. I mean, with the simplest things, and like, how do I insert like pictures and stuff like that, you know? So, any tips or advice you can give me as far as anything uh, that has to do with the technological side of things would be amazing. Like, I mean, I would be so grateful, because that's the biggest thing I'm struggling with right now. And when I said that, some of these questions would be win-win, I meant that because, like, y'all win because y'all get better content and stuff like that. And then I win because, more people will be more likely to watch. And ultimately, my overall goal of raising awareness for pancreatitis, will be met faster, if that makes sense. And just any advice, that y'all have in general on anything. I would really, really appreciate it. And I value y'all's thoughts and opinions. So, just like, I try to say in every video, like, I don't mind constructive criticism. I mean, as long as, it's not coming from a place of meanness or negativity, then yeah, I'm all about it. And I do promise, I give y'all my word, I've got some really, really good content. I'm so excited about this. As a viewer, it's my favorite time of the year. And then now as a creator, oh yeah. Oh, and I was trying, and I think I mentioned this before, if y'all got, like, any ideas of, like, how I should go about, the raising awareness aspect, please let me know. But because at first I was thinking, like, should I have at the end of each video, like how Auntie Casey, she does the after party, like, should I do that after my videos, after every video, or should I dedicate, like, one day out of the week to do nothing but everything related to pancreatitis, from the food to the, topic, and, discussing everything that comes along with it and things like that. I was thinking that maybe making, like, a certain day, or doesn't even have to be a certain day, but, just doing one day out of the week of nothing, that's the only thing that video for that day is about. I'm so hungry, y'all. And, I mean, I'm at almost 40 minutes, and I feel like I've been saying a lot, but I haven't really been saying anything. So, what I might have to do is just eat me a couple more bites as I ask y'all the rest of these questions so I can get through those, and then just finish eating, off camera. Oh, and this one is a big, big question I really have for y'all. It's weighed, it's been heavy on my heart, and a constantly on my mind anytime I do a video, or when I'm thinking of a video, because when I wear my dentures, I'm limited to what I can eat, and, I've explained all that before, But yet, when I'm not wearing my dentures, I can eat anything I want to eat, like how y'all eat with teeth, like I can eat without the dentures. And, because you've got something blocking your palate, you don't get the full flavors of your food. And so I was wondering if y'all would be comfortable watching me eat like certain meals, every now and then. If y'all would be okay with me not wearing my dentures. Or if it's something that just kind of grosses you out and that you're not really interested in seeing. I completely understand. And yeah, that's just that in a nutshell. Because I know, like, a lot of people just have certain triggers and cringes. I do. I do myself. And so, of course, I don't want y'all to, you know, like, be grossed out by me eating without teeth, you know. And don't worry about hurting my feelings or anything like that. Your girl is not made of glass. I'm not gonna break. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Here we're open, we're honest, and that's that, you know. Um, uh, Also, again, because I can't use the community tab, please, please, um, follow me on my social medias that I am now trying to become more active on for the sole purpose of doing YouTube. You can follow me at Down Home with MK8, I think. It's Down Home underscore with MK and the number 8. You can follow me there, or just on Facebook. You can add me. It's same name, same spelling as my channel name. It's a picture of me and all 3 of my sons. Just let me know, say, hey, I'm a subscriber, and when you send the friend request, or else I won't know it's any of y'all, and I'll just ignore it, if it's some name that I don't know or recognize. And that way, like, how, I've been telling, informing y'all the best I could about me recording Friday and Saturday and all that, but if you don't follow me, then you didn't know any of that. And the last thing y'all know, when y'all subscribed, was I was being like, hey, be on the lookout for a video, and unfortunately, things happened and I wasn't able to do it. So, yeah, so make sure to follow me over there, just so y'all can know when, anything changes or comes up, or, anything like that. I do have a couple more, but the last two I'm going to ask is, what is your biggest fear? And, like, what, what would you guys like to hear me talk about during our Halloween series? Oh, I'm glad I thought about that. I'm gonna have to kind of make the true crimes a little bit sparse, because YouTube all of a sudden has decided that smaller channels like myself, even though I'm not monetized right now, like, they're making it really, really hard for smaller channels. They're getting demonetized and everything on their true crime stories, even if they word things properly and put disclaimers in the videos and stuff, which is really unfair because there's so many true crime channels out there, whether it's with mukbangs or makeup or just true crime by itself. And unless you got thousands of subscribers, you're gonna get demonetized for it. But so yeah, just I wanted to inform y'all on the true crimes. I'm still gonna do them, but I'm gonna make sure that I'm a little choosy more with them. And so definitely let me know any crazy stories, whether it's ghost stories or just anything. If you've got stories of your own experiences or whatever, just DM me or message me through Facebook Messenger. If you want to remain anonymous, absolutely can do that. And let me see, and let me know of any foods and all that y'all would like to see me eat. And if I can do so, I can make that happen, whether it's with or without my dentures. But, I will let y'all know on that part of it. Like, hey, I can do it, but, I might not can do it with my dentures in. But, so we'll make it work. We're gonna get all this out. I'm sorry this video was so long, and I've almost ate my entire salad. I know I've only ate a little wing off my chicken, but don't worry, because I feel like I haven't eaten anything. I'm fixing to dive in off camera. I just really wanted to get this out here tonight because I've missed you guys, and there's so many new ones that it literally blows my mind. And so I really wanted to, basically just come talk to y'all. But eating was definitely a bonus. Of course, I couldn't do that and explain everything and do the little reverse Q&A. And let me know how you like that, it being like just switched up like that. Did y'all expect something like that? Okay, guys. I guess that's it. I guess I'm gonna, wrap it up, call it a night. I'm gonna get this edited really quick. I may not even, like, cut anything out to shorten it, just so I can get it to y'all faster. And that way, if you're a new subscriber, like, you see me, you know me, because I try to edit as least as possible, uh, because I want y'all to see the realness. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.